we unveil the chilling secrets that haunt the very heart of power. Prepare to be captivated by untold tales, eerie whispers, and a journey that will leave you questioning what's real, as the walls of the most iconic residence in America reveal their spectral stories. Brace yourself for a spine-tingling exploration into the unknown, where history and the supernatural collide. Stick around till the end, and we'll read out what one president wrote to his wife about the hauntings in the White House. But before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so we can bring you more creepy tales. Abraham Lincoln. For decades, whispers and tales of spectral encounters have floated through the historic halls of the White House, and one of the most famous apparitions is that of Abraham Lincoln. Witnesses, including prominent figures, staff members, and even first ladies, have shared spine-tingling accounts of encountering the ghostly presence of the 16th president. One of the earliest documented sightings dates back to the administration of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands was a guest at the White House and claimed to have heard a knock on her bedroom door, only to find Abraham Lincoln standing there, his tall figure draped in a signature black coat. She fainted at the sight, and when she regained consciousness, the apparition had disappeared. Perhaps the most renowned account came from the wife of President Lincoln himself, Mary Todd Lincoln. Following the devastating loss of their son Willie, Mary fell into a deep depression. She reportedly held seances in the White House in an attempt to communicate with her deceased son, and it's said that she also tried to contact her husband's spirit. She claimed to have felt Abraham's presence beside her, offering her comfort during her moments of despair. Eleanor Roosevelt, the wife of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, also encountered the spectral figure of Lincoln. She admitted to feeling his presence and even having conversation with his ghost while she worked alone in the White House's study. White House staff members and security personnel have also reported eerie incidents. Guards patrolling the premises during the night have described seeing a tall figure in a top hat and frock coat walking the hallways, only for the figure to vanish before their eyes. Some have even experienced cold spots and unexplainable drafts, attributing them to Lincoln's ghost. These stories continue to circulate, captivating believers and skeptics alike. Whether one views these accounts as mere tales or genuine paranormal experiences, the legend of Abraham Lincoln's ghost at the White House endures, adding an extra layer of mystique to the history-steeped residence. Abigail Adams. The legend of Abigail Adams' ghost haunting the White House is a fascinating tale that has captured the imagination of many over the years. Abigail Adams, the wife of the second president of the United States, John Adams, is said to have left an indelible mark not only on American history, but also on the corridors of the presidential residence. Abigail Adams was deeply involved in her husband's political career and often offered him valuable insights and advice. She was known for her intelligence, wit, and strong opinions on important matters. It is said that even after her death in 1818, her presence lingered within the White House. Throughout history, various individuals, including presidents, first ladies, and staff members, have reported encounters with what they believe to be the spirit of Abigail Adams. These encounters describe a dignified and benevolent presence, sometimes sensed as a comforting presence during moments of national significance. One notable account involves President Calvin Coolidge's wife, Grace Coolidge, who claimed to have encountered the ghost of Abigail Adams in the East Room, hanging laundry. Another tale comes from British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who, during his stay at the White House, supposedly emerged from a bath, only to find Adams' ghost sitting by the fireplace in his room, wearing a cap and lace shawl. William Henry Harrison. In the dim, hushed corridors of the White House, a chilling presence is said to linger. The restless spirit of William Henry Harrison, the 9th President of the United States. His tale is one of tragedy and intrigue, a haunting that sends shivers down the spines of those who dare to tread where his footsteps once fell. Harrison, known for delivering the longest inaugural address in history on a bitterly cold March day, was plagued by ill fortune from the moment he took office. Barely a month into his presidency, a severe respiratory infection claimed his life. The nation was stunned, but it was Harrison's undying determination that allegedly bound his spirit to the White House. Reports of his spectral presence are spine-tingling. Staff members whisper of frigid gusts of wind that sweep through the hallways without any known source. Others tell of a shadowy figure glimpsed out of the corner of their eyes, only to vanish upon closer inspection. Even the bravest guards admit to an uncanny feeling of being watched, their skin prickling with an eerie awareness. Visitors to the White House have their own tales to share. Some claim to hear faint, raspy whispers echoing through the empty rooms, as if the ghostly president is still delivering his faded inaugural address. Apparitions of Harrison in formal 19th century attire have been described in intricate detail, his gaze carrying a weight of sorrow and unfinished business. The Thing. In another scary tidbit of history, an unidentified 15-year-old boy called The Thing is said to have frightened staffers under the Taft presidency in 1911. The White House Historical Association details that Major Archibald Butt, a military aide for President William Howard Taft, even wrote about the ghost in a letter sent to his sister Clara. The ghost, it seems, is a young boy about 14 or 15 years old, Butt wrote, adding, "They say that the first knowledge one has of the presence of the thing is a slight pressure on the shoulder, as if someone were leaning over your shoulder to see what you might be doing." President Taft ordered Butt to tell the White House staff that the first member to repeat stories about the thing would be fired. We'll leave you today with words written by Harry Truman. In June 1945, Truman wrote to his wife, Bess, about life in the White House during the first 2 months of his term. "I sit here in this old house and work on foreign affairs, read reports, and work on speeches, all the while listening to the ghosts walk up and down the hallway, and even right in here in the study," he wrote. "The floors pop, and the drapes move back and forth. I can just imagine old Andy Jackson and Teddy Roosevelt having an argument over Franklin Roosevelt." In 1946, he wrote Bess another letter after he heard a knock on his bedroom door, but no one was there. "I jumped up and put on my bathrobe, opened the door, and no one was there," he wrote. "Went out and looked up and down the hall, looked in your room and Margie's, still no one. Went back to bed after locking the doors, and there were footsteps in your room, whose door I'd left open. Jumped and looked, and no one there. The damned place is haunted, sure as shootin'. Secret Service said not even a watchman was up here at that hour. You and Margie had better come back and protect me before some of these ghosts carry me off." As a bid farewell to the historic corridors and echoing whispers, the ghost of the White House remind us that history's tapestry is woven with untold stories. Through shadows and time, these spectral echoes beckon us to ponder the enigma of power, legacy, and the lingering presence of the past. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Also, comment below and give us a scary story in our history that you'd love to hear about. Until next time, goodbye.